Andrea, what's going on? Let me see if I can hear you.
Let's see. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I like your braids. Okay, is that braids?
That twist.
Oh, they're twists? Okay, I had to ask that question.
Okay. I'm trying to get my photo back here. This is my statement God provides.
There you
So
go.
it's all there. Question for you. I am on the track to be Dave Ramsey coach. I, however, disagree. Well, I don't disagree. I have trouble. I'm a single mom, 3 kids, income. Oh Lord, what is my income? I have some investments plus job. Um, um, around about 340 a year income. Um,
340,000?
yes.
And you say you're a single mama?
Yes, I am.
Come on now. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
So, my issue is with my financial advisor. I love him, but he, of course, per the Dave Ramsey program, is advising that I pay off student loans first. My student loans are $134,000. I have my house. I owed 79,000 on it. I recently finished a contract that gave me about $93,000 per the end of the contract. I want to pay off my house.
Mm-hmm.
He is strongly advising that I use it toward the student loan payment. My issue with this is that I will not pay off my student loans. And again, if something happens to me, I would like for my home to be paid off for my kids. Can you help me work through this?
Help me understand your philosophy on why you do not want to pay off your student loans.
I do want to pay them off. I only want to pay them off after I pay off my house. And that's, again, because if something happens to me, I don't want the hassle of either insurance or any money having to then go pay off the house, make sure my kids are secure. In my mind, my kids are good if I have a paid off house. As I told my advisor, if something happens to me, that paid off student loan is not going to help my children at all.
How much is your house worth?
About 330.
330,000. And you owe 79,000.
Correct.
Okay. And you feel, I'm just want to make sure I'm correct. Your concern is if something was to happen to you as a single mother, that having a paid for home is a better situation than, right, than having no debt.
Correct.
Cool. You're a great mother. Let me just start there.
Thank you.
I mean, let's be real here. Come on, put that in the comment section, y'all. Put that in the chat. Give her some love for being a great mother, because I think that most great mothers will think the way that you're thinking, right?
Absolutely.
They would think, okay, what's the best thing? Well, not just great mothers. I think any great parent would be like, hey, what's the best thing for my child? While I believe that is a great statement, I also believe that is a statement that also hinders us sometimes from building wealth.
Yes.
Right? And so I think right now, here's the thing. As wise as you seem, you already have life insurance, correct?
I do.
Correct. Cool. Great. As wise, this is the only debt that you have, your $134,000 in student loans?
I have some properties there debt on the business side. I have about $38,000 that I own a home that I'm renting out, but that will be taken care of through the business insurance and home insurance.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about that. I'm only concerned about consumer debt. I'm not concerned about the real estate, right? And so I think
these are the last 2 items I have to pay off. And again, I do expect both to be paid off within the next year. So I get it. It's not an urgent need, but for me, that's what I struggle with. I am pro Dave Ramsey. I'm pro Anthony O'Neill, but I'm like, okay, for me, just to have that security as a mom, I feel like a lot of other Black women and single moms, single dads, single parents would be in my boat as well. It's like, because I've seen the probate process. I've seen how long it takes, how crazy it is when others get involved. Again, I plan on being around a long time, but however, I'm not leaving anything to chance when it comes to my kids.
I wouldn't worry about probate. I wouldn't worry about none of that, because for you, if you haven't done this yet, I would highly recommend that you just get a trust put into place, an estate plan. If you have a solid estate plan,
I need to do that. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. So, and this is why I'm trying to be very sensitive with this, because I hear your heart. Like I hear what you're trying to do. It's like, hey, I'm a single Black successful mother who wants to make sure that my Black children are successful and taken care of if not a matter of if, when something happens to me. And so I want to honor that, because that is a great place for a mother to be. But there are things that you can put into place to make sure that your kids are taken care of no matter what. And that is an estate plan. And everyone should be looking into this. And so, Andrea, am I saying your name right, Andrea?
That's correct.
Okay, so Andrea, what I want you to do, I'm going to sit with your financial advisor, the Ramsey Pro, right? I'm going to advise you to take care of your student loans first. Don't worry about your debt. Follow me here, though. But while you're taking care of your student loans, I want to advise you to go get an estate plan taken care of. Someone of your magnitude making $300,000+ a year as a single woman, that's just amazing, right? But you need an estate plan, which inside of that estate plan is going to have your trust, is going to have your will, is going to have your medical, is going to have your power of attorney. That is going to make sure that if something happened to you soon, or when something happens to you, nothing is going to go to probate, because you've legally written down with the state, hey, this is what I want done with my stuff. You're going to be here for the next 30, 40, 50, 60 years. All right. So let's not even speak that into existence. You heard me say this at the very beginning. We're going to speak positive. We're going to speak positive, Andrea. We're going to speak positive. So what I want you to do is get an estate plan. For everyone, you can click the link in the show notes. Go to anthonyneal.com/ethos, or it's anthonyneal.com/life insurance. And then if you check them out, if you already have life insurance, Andrea, cool, great. But if you go to Ethos, if you go to anthonyneal.com/life insurance and click on estate plan, it's like $450. You sit down with an attorney and they put everything in paper. And if someone with your success, you need that. And this is not just for your success, Andrea. This is someone who is a single mother who may be making $40,000, still needs an estate plan to make sure that the state doesn't decide what happens with their kids, that the state doesn't decide what happens with their home. And so I'm pretty sure, you just said you have businesses and real estate. We need to make sure that we have an estate plan for you. So that's what I would recommend. Thank you for being pro Dave Ramsey. Thank you for being pro AO. And I'm sorry that I'm going to be pro your financial advisor and say no.
I just needed to hear it. It's just hard from a mother standpoint. And then last note, sorry to cut you off. Last note, I have about 17 investment properties.
Okay.
About 14 of those have actually come from taxes, which have arisen from family disputes. The grandfather died, the grandmother died. It went into family probate. No one ever handled it, and they argued about who would pay the taxes. That's how I've gotten the majority of my items, and I'm like, that will not happen to my kids. So.
But see, you just said a key thing in there: probate. Thank you so much for saying this, y'all. I hope you all are hearing what Andrea is saying. This is not just for someone of her status financially. This is for everybody. If you're making $30,000 a year to $3 million a year, if you do not have an estate plan, if you do not have a trust that tells the state what you want done with your assets, then yes, the state will decide what happens with your assets, and your family will have to pay to get it out of probate. But if you spend time up front, if you go to anthonyneal.com/life insurance, and if you get you a life insurance policy, which I only believe in term, and if you get a full estate plan, if you get a life insurance with Ethos, they're going to give you a term life insurance policy with them. They're going to give you a free estate plan for free. But if you already have a policy, like Andrea already has one, then you can go ahead and spend $450, sit down with an attorney. They're going to go through every single thing. Within a matter of 30 days, you have an estate. Your family will not be going through probate. But you're right. I've acquired one Ashley property, unfortunately, because of taxes, because of the probate situation. And I don't want that with my family neither, which is why I'm single. I don't have no kids like you. I don't have a wife. I don't have nobody. I just got a mama, a daddy, a sister, a brother, and some nephews and niece. And if something happens to me before I am blessed to be married and have a family, I have a full estate plan that I did last year. And so I definitely want to encourage you to do that. So I need you to promise me one thing, Andrea. Are you going to look into that?
I am. I'm going to do it today. I am co-working right now, but I am going to do it as soon as your podcast ends. Thank you.
I appreciate you, my sister.